Once upon a time in a dense and dark forest, there lived a quick-witted and nimble rabbit. His name was Fiver, and he spent his days hopping merrily through the undergrowth, nibbling on juicy berries and playing hide and seek with his fellow rabbits. Fiver's heart was as light as the dandelion seeds that floated on the breeze, and he never had a worry in the world. But one day, Fiver's carefree life took a perilous turn when he stumbled upon a cunning and sly fox named Finnegan. Now, Finnegan was known throughout the forest as a notorious hunter, and his piercing amber eyes and razor-sharp teeth sent shivers down the spines of even the bravest of creatures. As Finnegan approached, his every move oozed with predatory grace and quiet menace. When Fiver caught sight of Finnegan, his heart skipped a beat, and he instinctively knew that he was in grave danger. As Finnegan drew closer, Fiver could feel his hot, fitted breath on his fur, and the glint of his cruel eyes made it clear that there was no escape from this terrifying predator. And in that heart-stopping moment, Fiver knew that his survival instincts would be put to the ultimate test. As Finnegan closed in for the kill, Fiver mustered every ounce of courage within him and let out a desperate cry. This unexpected outburst of defiance momentarily startled Finnegan, giving Fiver the precious seconds he needed to devise a plan to outsmart his pursuer. With his life hanging in the balance, Fiver resolved to use his intelligence and wit to escape the clutches of the cunning fox. In that split second of opportunity, Fiver concocted a daring plan. He pretended to be severely injured, collapsing to the ground and clutching his stomach in pain. As Finnegan approached, thinking he had Fiver at his mercy, the rabbit feigned weakness and helplessness. This dramatic display of vulnerability caused Finnegan to hesitate, his predatory instincts momentarily overwhelmed by curiosity. Fiver continued his act, letting out weak whimpers and moaning pitifully. He rolled onto his side, exposing his back and feigning extreme discomfort. Finnegan, unable to resist the temptation of an easy meal, cautiously approached Fiver, his eyes gleaming with anticipation. As the sly fox got closer, Fiver played his part perfectly, his heart pounding with fear and determination. In a sudden burst of energy, Fiver kicked his hind legs, sending dirt and leaves flying. Startled by this unexpected movement, Finnegan recoiled, giving Fiver the opening he needed to make his escape. With a mighty leap, Fiver was off, bounding away from the astonished fox. As he ran, he could hear Finnegan's frustrated snarls echoing through the forest. Adrenaline coursing through his veins, Fiver did not dare look back. Instead, he focused on putting as much distance between himself and the pursuing fox. He zigzagged through the trees, his lithe body weaving effortlessly between the trunks, branches reaching out like gnarled fingers. Fiver's breath grew heavier, his muscles burning, but he pushed on, driven by the instinct to survive. Suddenly, Fiver spotted a deep ravine ahead, its rocky sides forming a treacherous chasm across his path. With a sense of urgency, he leaped, soaring through the air towards the other side. But the landing was rough, sending pain shooting through his legs. Nevertheless, Fiver pushed through the agony, scrambling to his feet and racing deeper into the forest. Now, Fiver knew that his pursuer would soon give up the chase, but he didn't dare relax until he found somewhere safe to hide. As the sun began its slow descent, casting long shadows through the trees, Fiver finally came upon a small cave hidden beneath the tangled roots of an ancient oak. bursting with relief. Fiver collapsed inside the cave, his heart pounding in his chest. Panting heavily, he looked back over his shoulder, his eyes wide with both terror and triumph. The ordeal had taken its toll on him, leaving him bruised and exhausted. But above all, he was alive. As darkness fell over the forest, Fiver curled up in the corner of the cave, his small body trembling with fatigue. Despite his physical wounds, he felt a surge of elation knowing that he had outwitted the cunning fox. From that day forward, Fiver became known throughout the forest as the cleverest of them all, and his tale of bravery against Finnegan the fox was passed down through generations of forest creatures. And so the legend of Fiver, the quick-witted rabbit who outsmarted a sly fox, became a timeless story of courage and resilience. And they all lived happily ever after. The end. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens, that was one wild ride, huh? We all love a good trickster tale, don't we? Those clever foxes and cunning rabbits always keep us on the edge of our seats. But you know what? Our furry friends have been outfoxing humans for centuries. Remember that time David slew Goliath? Yeah, that's a trickster tale too. And let's not forget about those pesky gremlins playing tricks on unsuspecting mortals. Even Loki, the Norse god of mischief, was a trickster, just like those cheeky monkeys in the jungle. We humans, we're not exactly known for our quick wits, are we? But hey, we can learn a thing or two from these crafty critters. It's high time we shed our reputations as a bit bad villains and embraced our inner tricksters. No more damsels in distress or helpless heroes. Let's be the ones calling the shots, pulling off clever schemes and outsmarting everyone else. So if you've got a hankering for some trickster tales of your own, dive into these awesome videos right over here. They're filled with outsmarting, outfoxing, and a whole lot of fun. Just click on the video and get ready to unleash your inner trickster. Who knows? You might even pick up a thing or two about being a little more cunning along the way.